Recorded live at Vauxhall Comedy Club, this is the Ding Dong Gong Show.
Matty, was it? Matty, you were going to correct me, and he was like, no, he's actually got it right. Yeah, you just assumed I was fucking stupid, then went with it. Fuck you, Matty. What do you do, Matty? You look like their little brother, is that the vibe? You do marketing. That wasn't expected to happen after this. What do you market, Matty? Google products. What does that mean? Google products. You got to just say it again. What? I like the phone, so you work for Google. You work for the agency. Do you have more money than these two? Yeah, he fucking does, yeah. They were like, who do you think paid for the fucking drinks tonight? Well, welcome to Gig Guys, lovely to have you here. Now, let's talk a little bit about me. I am a bisexual. And in case you guys are wondering, it's yes, yes, no. And you, mate, fuck yes. Look at the guns on this fucker. Stand up for me, mate. Show up. Come on, mate. You go to the gym for a reason. You're shy. You are wearing gym gear to a nightclub, mate. You are not shy. You're wearing yoga pants as well, so you get fucking started as well. Have you guys come from the gym?
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah. Don't fucking lie to me. I can't tell. What's your name, big man? It's comfortable. I know it's comfortable, but like, show some decorum, guys. Are you like one of those insufferable couples that works out together? Like, so you squat with her in your lap, like, yeah. Is that the vibe? Yes, it fucking is. I can tell. Okay, we didn't get your name. What's your name, big man?
Ollie.
Ollie. Wasn't expecting that. So, Ollie, tell me about you. What do you do? And you're going to say personal trainer.
No, I'm a property finder.
You're a property finder. So a taxi driver. I'll let them laugh and explain it properly. So what's a property finder do? Don't say finds property. Do you spend other people's money? Cool, that's what I do. Except it's my parents' money because I've made bad life choices. And so, are you a couple?
No.
No, you're not a couple. How do you two know each other? You're friends. You've got a boyfriend? Where is he tonight? What's your boyfriend's name? Sonny. Now does Sonny. Does Sonny know that you're sitting next to a very attractive man that you know from the gym right now? Has he met Ollie?
Well, I have a boyfriend.
But you have a boyfriend. Are you gay?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
What just happened to you? I feel like he was really looking for that sound cue for a while. It got past the point where it's appropriate. Like, I'm fucking doing it now. So, Ollie, you gay?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, Sonny's gay! Any other LGBT people in the house? Good. So you're gay as well?
No.
You're bi? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're just supporting the LGBT people? That's cool. Alright, cool. So our gay best friend thing, we're all good, this is all fine. I'm glad you're here, Ollie. I like when there are LGBT people in the gig. I did a gig in a place called Tiverton down in Devon, and I asked that question, and there was a stony silence in the audience. So I said to them, what, do you not have any gay people in Tiverton? And a woman from the back of the room just shouted out, not anymore, love. Genuinely. And apparently the new punchline is that they shot me. Right, so who's never been to the Ding Dong Gong Show Centre before? Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how this is going to work. What you're going to have is you're going to have acts come up here and they're going to do their best to try and do 5 minutes of comedy for you people. What is standing in their way is you guys, the judges, because 4 of you in the audience will be handed dildos. The people that doesn't, and as if you don't like the act, you can hold it up and that act goes off the stage, okay? The rules are thus. They have a 1-minute grace period. After that 1 minute, you will hear this noise. And then if you have a dong, you can hold it in the air and then you will be able to vote them off. So if 3 of the 4 dongs go up, the act is off the stage. If they make it to 2 minutes, you will hear this noise. Actually, I got that wrong. Sorry, I'm doing the wrong bit entirely. That was 1 minute. Yeah, so if 1 dong goes up, you will hear this noise.
1 dong.
There you go. If 3 dongs go up, you hear this noise.
3 dongs.
I
And then the act will have to leave the stage humiliated because they have failed. But you're going to be a nice audience tonight. You're not just going to fail everyone, are you? You're going to be lovely about it. I did not like the confidence that gave me right there. I'm going to be picking the people that wooed to be being the judges later on. Now, if they make it all the way to the 5 minutes, they make it through to the final of the night, and they will hear this noise.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. Every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
I feel so white when I'm standing on the stage when that comes on. I don't know what to do, I don't know how to move my body. Right, now after their time is up, or they've been voted off, they will be given feedback by some professional comedians from around the circuit. Would you like to meet your professional comedians from around the circuit? Please welcome to the stage first, the wonderful Adam Kuras! And fresh from her appearance on Live at the Apollo, Sakisa! Welcome. So this is Sakisha and Adam. Adam, what are you looking forward to tonight? What are you expecting to see from the acts?
I want to see basically some dreams broken, actually. I want to see some tears. Maybe actually some good jokes as well. I know we've got some new people, different levels of experience. Maybe, some good ones.
Is that mic working properly? Can everyone hear Adam?
Yeah. Probably best if you can't, to be honest, so that's fine.
That's fair enough. So Sakisha, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for some straight white men to die on stage. I'm hoping some comedians realise that they're never going to make this as a career. And also, yes. Heaven.
I'm just saying we could have fun together.
I know you would love that.
Pretty much my dream scenario at this point. And Ollie watching from the corner, enjoy. Just slowly lifting stuff, being like, hey guys, look like get Sonny down here, he can join in as well, we'll have a great time. Anyway. Right, so before we can start now, we need to elect some judges from the audience. Would anyone here like to be a judge for the first half of the show?
Yeah.
Well, there's a man very firmly saying yeah. Who said yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your name?
Seb.
Seb, tell me about you. What do you do, Seb?
I'm a research analyst at a media agency.
Research analyst at a media agency. And Seb, why do you think you'd be a good judge?
I came here a couple of weeks ago and I didn't agree with some of the choices.
So what you're saying is you are going to retroactively mansplain to other judges why they got it wrong. I like that energy, Seb. We'll have it for Seb to be a judge. Now, Seb, what dildo do you think we should give Seb, guys?
The massive one.
Dildo. You get the massive black dildo, Seb. If you guys could just pass that back to Seb for me. I'm not giving it to Ollie because I don't know what I'll do with it. Just keep going all the way to the back there, guys, all the way to the back. Who else would like to be a judge? We've got one man there. What's your name, pal? Fielding? It's not a strong start, is it? What do you do, Fielding?
I work at a restaurant.
You work at a restaurant. What restaurant do you work at, Fielding?
Dishoom.
Oh! Suddenly everyone's on board. What do you do at Dishoom?
I'm a server.
You're a server? Okay, not that impressive. I'm looking for someone to cook me dinner, mate. That's what I fucking want. So what do we think about Fielding? Mixed reaction, but Fielding, I'm going to give you one. What do you reckon for Fielding? Tiny one? Tiny one, yeah. You get a little one, Fielding. That's nice for you. I'm going to throw this one because it can't cause any damage. You ready to catch it? Did you catch it? Fuck yes. Can we give you points on how accurate that throw was, guys? That was pretty impressive. Right, I think we should have a female judge now. We've got two males. Any women want to be a judge? Woo! Okay, she definitely wants it more than anyone else. What's your name? Grace. Now, Grace, tell me about you. What do you do?
I'm a trainee lawyer.
You're a trainee lawyer. Ooh, that's good. You make good decisions. You know the law. You know the rules. We happy about Grace? Grace, would you like the one with the balls or the double-ended one?
Whichever one's white.
Double-ended.
Whichever one's white. Well, they're both white at this stage.
Disgusting!
I think our dildos aren't that racially diverse, is what I'm saying. Cool. So we've got one more dildo to give out. This is the one with the balls. So we need a judge with courage. Who wants to be the last judge? We've got a woman there in the back. What's her name? Madison. What? The judges have all got weird fucking names tonight. Fielding. Madison, what do you do, Madison? You're a dance teacher. So does that mean you judge people all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. What do we think for Madison? Right, so let's welcome back to Madison. Big round of applause for all your judges. Just to re-clarify the rules for the judges, you cannot put the dildo in the air until 1 minute is in. Once your dildo's up, please hold it up in the air until you hear the noise so that we know that the judges have seen it. Are we all clear on the rules? Are we all clear on the rules? Are we all ready for a good night? Are you ready for your first act? Now what we're going to do, because I was very mean to Ollie, we are going to pick the first act out of the bucket. So what we've got 6 acts who know that they're actually on tonight, and the rest are all being picked out of the bucket from sign-ups. I put your name in there just for fun. Ollie, pull a name out there for me. Thank you, Ollie. He's not very dexterous, is he? That's why he doesn't finger women. Sorry, that was horrible. I don't know why I said that. All right, so your first act. You ready for your first act? His name is Felix Parkin. On the count of 3, you can go crazy and welcome him to the stage. 1, 2, 3. Go crazy, please welcome Felix Parkin.
Yeah, hello, I'm Felix, and I've got 3 sisters. So I've come to the conclusion that my parents named me after a cat food brand because they wanted to keep some sort of weird pussy thing going. That's one of my most inappropriate jokes. I normally preface my sets by saying that I'm not an edgy comic. I'm not going to take people on a journey of self-discovery or talk about addiction that I grapple with, because I'm a straight white male. Sorry. And the addiction that I grapple with is Haribo. So, it's quite an embarrassing addiction. What I'd rather do when I go to a shop, it's quite an embarrassing addiction. I would rather ask for heroin than go to a shopkeeper and admit that my brain is not even yet mature enough for a vape, right? So what I've decided to do, what I've started doing, is waiting outside corner shops, waiting for 12-year-olds to come along. And just going, excuse me, mate, you couldn't nip in and grab a bag of Tangfastic.
2 dongs, 3 dongs.
Felix, come back.
Sorry, I should have said acts, please stay on the stage after you're done so that you can get some feedback. Felix, the judges are fucking savage tonight. What was the official time on that, Lee?
1 minute and 15 seconds.
So you gave me 15 seconds, I'm not allowed to stay on. Felix, how long have you been doing that?
That would be my sort of 75th gig.
75th gig, so where?
Sort of like less than a year, yeah.
Less than a year, so not very long, so you're very, very new.
Yeah.
Judges, what advice would you give for Felix?
Felix, what I would just say, mate, well done for going on first. Never easy going first. I liked your opening joke about cat food. I thought it was very relevant because your act did leave a bad taste in my mouth. No, I think, mate, like you can tell you were nervous, you were flushing a little bit. I think just when you're doing these sort of shows, just make sure you get to the first punchline quickly. Because then you were talking for about a minute where there was a bit like not getting to that first joke. And you've got a good joke, but you just need to have a bit of confidence in there. Other than that, just a bit of mic technique, a bit of confidence. But well done for going on first, mate. It's never easy.
Yeah, well done. What are you saying?
I love the fact that Adam, you've established already that you're going to be the bitch of the judge panel. Thank you for establishing that. Well done, like Adam said, well done for going on first. It's never easy going on first. I do agree, you do need to come out punching with a joke right at the start. And I feel like your jokes, even I don't know if it's because you're nervous for going on first or whatever, you just need to get to the punchlines quicker and make the jokes a bit more relevant. I personally wouldn't have started off with a pussy joke, mainly because there's a lot of women in the room, and it is not relatable. So I just think you just rethink how you open. I think if you come out punching though with a very good joke and then let someone get on the side, I think you'll have a cracking time next time.
All right, thank you very much.
So no one walks away red empty handed. You get a free drink token. Alright, so now we're going to the list. And your first act from the list, please welcome Ollie Farr!
Alright, how you doing, Vauxhall? You well? Yeah, I'm a teacher. I teach Latin, and I do stand up as well. You know, I'm pretty happy with that life. Like, I think that's the kind of life you can't buy a house with. I'm doing my teacher training, And usually when you do teacher training, like you have to train at some of the roughest schools in the country. But luckily for me, no school is that rough if they teach Latin there. So like, I work at the kind of school where the kids fight each other in the playground with Harry Potter spells. And the cost of living's hard on a teacher salary. Like, you know, I go to the supermarkets now, everything's gone up in price. Like, even the plastic bags, they cost 30p to buy. And you got to save where you can, haven't you? So, like, why would you buy plastic bags for 30p when for £1 you could just buy the trolley? See, you're laughing, but you're also going, I'm going to fucking do that. You know, when you're done with it, you can just chuck it in a river, that's fine. So, you know, you can't chuck a plastic bag in a river, can you? That damages the environment. But if you chuck a trolley in a river, that's a water feature. You can save a lot on the small things as well. Like, I started saving a lot of money, switching from spray-on deodorant to roll-on. Because when you put that on in the supermarket, the security guard can't hear you. I also struggle shopping for food as well, because I've got irritable bowel syndrome. And if you don't know what IBS is, basically, if you've got IBS, like, you can't tolerate any foreign food. So having IBS is like having an immigration officer in your stomach. Just checking the passports of all the food as it comes in. Going, you know, what country have you come from today? India. Let's get you on the first flight out of here. I think it's a blessing and a curse though, having IBS, because like, on the one hand, like, I can't eat any junk food because it just goes straight through me. But on the other hand, I can eat as much junk food as I want and it just goes straight through me. And as a teacher, right, you start to think back to when you were at school. And way back when I was at school, I did cross country as a sport. Since found out that my cross country coach was a paedophile. And it's always struck me as quite a strange job for a paedophile. Because I mean, yes, you're working with kids, but you're training them to run very quickly. Applauding the paedophiles, good. People say it's easy, right, getting a job as a teacher. I completely disagree, because I think teaching's the one job where you can't be too keen in the interview. Because you got to tell them you're keen to work with kids, so they go, that's the kind of guy we're looking for. If you're too keen, they go, that's the kind of guy the police are looking for. And when you find that out about your old teacher, you start to ask yourself the big questions as well. You're like, why didn't I know he was a paedophile at the time? Why wasn't he interested in me? You know, was I not very attractive? I've got a theory, right? That I was very confusing to paedophiles while I was at school. By that I mean I had the body of a 13-year-old boy, but the hairline of a 30-year-old. Before you laugh too much, I do get told actually, even with this hairline, I'm pretty good looking for someone in their 30s, but I'm 22. I mean, this isn't the hairline of a 22-year-old, is it? This is the hairline of a man who only gets to see his kids every other weekend. People say it must be great though. It must be great when you're young, like looking a little bit older. You don't get asked for ID anymore, but that's not true. Like, I got ID'd only yesterday to check if I was still eligible for my young person's rail card. My friends were all like, they were like, Ollie, you've got to shave it off, it'll look sick. So I shaved it off and they were right. I did look sick. A lot of comedians, they'll come up here tonight and they'll talk about sex. You know, they'll tell you sex is overrated, sex isn't that good. And I'm not going to do that. You know, sex is great, probably. You probably worked out as well as a teacher. I'm a massive alpha in the classroom. You know, like, sometimes the kids, they'll try and heckle you. Like this one kid, James Spencer. I haven't changed his name.
Ollie, that was fucking great, wasn't it? Isn't that great? You are such a strong joke writer. It's like, I always admire it because I don't write like jokes. It's fucking so good. Mate, like the delivery's really good. You're not like, you're one-liner, but also still as conversational as well. Mate, that's really impressed. How long you been going?
Year and a half.
That's fucking great. For a year and a half, that's fucking amazing.
Also, just want to point out, Ollie did this about, 6-7 months ago?
Yeah.
And he was proper shit.
I didn't get Gong.
Don't let him get away with too much glory, though.
That was fucking brilliant. Well done. It was fucking good.
That's the piece of what you're saying.
Yeah, no, from the minute you came on stage and you got like 3 jokes out within the first minute, they were like bang, 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 and I was like, oh, we're going to have a great time. I hardly wrote anything because I was just enjoying it so much. But the Shoddy joke was great, the paedophile joke was great, and yes, you do have the hairline of a 30-year-old. Mark Cram will tell you. Well, yeah, no, that was completely deserved that for you to get through, so yeah, great.
Ollie, well done, man. Fucking first person to go through, so honestly, well done, mate. It would really like to sort of like your background coming down as a teacher, so thank you for taking the time off striking to come in. We're only studying Latin, so who the fuck cares? But yeah, man, fucking you were solid. I'm going to echo exactly what Sakis was saying, like just really strong joke writing, fucking great. My favourites were the immigration with the IBS, that was funny, and I love the shaving your head. You had the word sick in the setup and the punchline, and it worked, man. So really well fucking done. Full marks to you.
He's winning so far. So, we got one more from the list. We got one from the list. Fucking hell, guys. Do we want another one from the list? Yeah! Her name is Hannah Lauren, 23 graduate. Welcome, Hannah Lauren!
Thank you. I just got into a relationship. I'm dating a Ukrainian man. Thank you. Yeah, just really trying to do my part to help where I can. All heroes wear capes. Some don't even wear condoms. Actually, I don't know why I look too drunk. I said that, but I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy to be dating because I'm so bad at it. When I first moved here from Canada, I went on a Tinder date. And it was the most horrific experience of my life. I met up with this guy, and he thought he would like surprise me. He went in for the hug, but then he picked me up. Except he's not Ryan Gosling. This wasn't The Notebook, so his legs just started shaking. Like I was the heaviest beluga whale in the ocean. It was so embarrassing. I climbed out of his arms, and he's like, "Holly, wow, heavier than you look." I was like, first of all, that's not my name. Secondly, fuck you, like what the hell? But I'm new here, so I went on a second date. I was like, I gotta be friends somehow. But this time, when we met up, I picked him up. And my dick got so hard. I was like, I bet your legs are shaking now. Feminism, I don't know. I don't know the hand gesture yet. You know, I think it's, someone told me it was this once, was scissoring. I'm here for it. After that, I was like, I can't date men anymore. I was like, I gotta date women. I started identifying as a type 2 bisexual. Anyone heard of this? I did invent it, so it's kind of like type 2 diabetes, you know? It's like I wasn't born this way, but I've just put so many bad things in my body. So many bad dicks. I think I'm gonna lose a toe, thank you. I don't really know how diabetes works, but men kept trying to suck my toes off, so that is, I had to stop that. I met my boyfriend when I was living at home with my parents, and I don't know if you guys have houses, but it sucks for you when you live at home, right? No one wants to have sex in a single bed, you know? It's not hot. My cat scratching out the door. It's a picture of my dead grandpa on the bedside table. It's not cute. I was getting so desperate at one point, though. My dad, he accidentally walked in on me in the bathroom, saw everything. First thought that went through my mind was, I wonder if he thinks I'm hot. I'm obviously, but desperate times. I do like older men, relax. I like older men, not just my dad, like in general. My type. I think it's because they make me come, right? Right? Anyone? I used to just pee on guys. That was my trick. Every time. I just heard one, woo! I call my tits mom and dad because they keep growing farther and farther apart. My parents hate that joke, but it's true. Like normal nipples point straight forward, my cleavage is a 90-degree angle out, you know? My boobs are like the eyes on a hammerhead shark. When I sex, I have to use the panorama setting on my phone. It's embarrassing. I started watching porn, you guys heard of it? Couple people, fellas. I love it. I finished it. I finished every single season. It's so good. There is this one move that always ruins it for me though, because I find it very unrealistic. It like throws me out of the video. It's when the man gets to lie on his back, right? He's just having the time of his life, living it up, but then his partner has to squat like all the way over his dick, like she's trying to shit in the woods. You guys know that impossible squat? Anyone? You guys fuck? You should try it. That's pretty cool too. I don't know, I just feel like that's a level of flexibility you have to be born with, right? That's years and years of yoga, so much money, never met a dick worth it, you know? I told that to my boyfriend, he's like, yeah, I get it, but still super hot. I was like, okay, here's an idea, right? If you want me to squat your dick, get a bigger dick. Meet in the middle, right? I think he's gonna break up with me, probably. It's my fault. I keep talking about his dick, and he's such a gentleman, right? And he was a good guy, first guy I ever had sex with who put a condom on without me asking. I was like, oh, I found the one. You know, it turns out he just had chlamydia, but it's yeah, for 3 years, guys. Oh god, I need better standards. I went to the National History Museum, just like trying to do all the touristy things, checking out the dinosaurs. There was this one dinosaur that had this long tube coming out of its head, and the little description said it was like this horn that it could like to sound out predators and stuff. And I was thinking like, wow, that's pretty cool. I kind of wish I had a horn in my head, actually. I feel like that would be. All I do is
Sorry, Holly Lance.
Hannah.
Did I say Hannah?
Yes.
I got really confused. You said Holly.
Yeah, it was part of the show.
You were paying attention more.
No, she said Holly and I got so panicked I fucked it up. I was just looking down here going, I'm not sure I said that.
No, you're right.
Sorry, good. Hannah was great, another really like strong joke. Like, the type "do you say you bisexual" joke is fucking great. So good, I'm probably gonna steal it. That's mine now. I'll stop writing the two. I'll just come to this. That was fucking great. Really enjoyed it. What do you guys think?
Thank you. Yeah, I think it was a great set. There were some bits of it which were like, I don't know if it's because you didn't know what you were going to say next, or like if you just wasn't like, well, someone just went, ooh, okay. I just didn't know what we were going to say next or not. But the type 2 diabetes, I'm going to nick. Maybe because I'm more famous than Mark Cram, so I will nick it from you. Thank you. So hate it. No, but I generally enjoyed the set. I think sometimes it just needs to be tighter and maybe just lose some words. So some of the sentences got quite long at parts where I lost where you were going or in terms of like talking. I just think you just go harder with the jokes. But I enjoyed the set in general.
Hannah, how long have you been going for?
4 years.
4 years, and where have you come from? Where's your accent from?
Toronto.
Toronto, okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. First of all, I just say I'm not going to steal any of your material out of these guys. I write my own. But yeah, I think I would have loved to have heard maybe a bit about the accent, sort of a bit like where you're from, because that's always like it's an exciting element, right? Everyone else is coming on site is British and then they're from Toronto. That's maybe just addressing that would have been quite nice. I think like Marcus Keith, I love the type 2 joke, just because it's very inventive, very creative. You have a very nice sort of balance between being playful and like sort of very twisted and dark and fucked up, which was kind of cool. There was a couple of jokes which I kind of saw maybe the punchline coming. Like as soon as you mentioned porn, I was like, it's going to be a joke about completing porn, because that's sort of a bit more trodden. But other than that, you've got a great stage persona, keep at it, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thanks. You ain't got a microphone, it won't work. So the next act is Aslan Zuma!
Hello. My name is Aslan. Yes, like the lion. You know the. It's like a movie about a wardrobe or something. Alright, there's a witch, something. I'm not actually from Narnia. I wish. No, I'm from Kazakhstan. We're just somehow seem more mysterious than Narnia. Right, cool. Like, what part of Narnia are you from? Like Kazakhstan, right? I mean, I know you guys know one thing about Kazakhstan. Don't say it. Just fly around in the air. Nice. I hope we got your picture. Thanks. I love having flash in my face. As we ignore this, yeah. Sorry, it's a bit distracting, but it's okay. Are you from Kazakhstan? Okay, now the game begins. Serious, okay? My material, okay. Kazakhstan. We're not mentioning the B word. We got over that. But look, you know, people like lions here. Back home, we don't have lions. We have a lot of horses. We love our horses. Like, you know, if you're hungry, you can eat it, and it's great. I was supposed to be allowed to, but yeah.
One goal.
I'm not a fan of horses. He's holding a horse here. But yeah, look, you know, like, people would always make fun of me, just like, oh, Kazakhstan. And I'd like to play along with it in school. They would just say, like, there's like, I would always say that, yes, I always went to school on my horse. You know, but my horse was a little slower than other horses in school, and
Two dogs.
Okay, well, 2 dogs. But I always say to my horse, "Come here, little horse, come here. We go through this." And then over the years, we went through this, and the horse was delicious. I think, yeah. But do you remember the Tesco scandal here? Yeah. Yeah, something like 50% of burger patties were made out of horse. Like, if that happened back home, I'd be like, where the rest of my fucking horse burgers? Double pony patty. You know, we have horses everywhere, in the steppes, in the mountains, even in the cities, mostly in the menus. We don't have a phrase. You can bring a horse to a lake and then eat it. It takes a second with this. But yeah, I know there's a fucking big horse culture here, you fucking headheads. There's not a WhatsApp group, and there was like this horse emoji. I was like, ooh, it must be like some fucking fancy meat for 1 gram of horse meat. But yeah, you know, even Winston Churchill was a big fan of horses. Do you know that? Well, I'll give you a little history lesson. His phrase, he said it multiple times, I think. He said, there's something on the outside of a horse that is good inside a man. No, English is my second language.
To paraphrase Jerry Maguire, you lost them at horse dick. I'm going to be nice because Aslan works on the sound desk, so cut my mic if I'm not. But Aslan, you just need to be way more concise in what you're saying. You spent a good minute and a half just sort of saying Kazakhstan.
I look very nice.
You thought you got away with it, but there it fucking is.
In my defense, I got distracted by flies.
You did get distracted by flies.
No, I'm joking.
I think you actually handled that really well. You got a good laugh like that. I think you did really well with that. Even when you got the first 2 dogs, you came back strong again, but then just a lot about horse dick. I thought you always were finding it hard to relate to. What did you guys think?
I'm not going to be mean to you. However, I agree with what you need to make it like concise. You need to get to the jokes quicker. Like the big punchline about the horse joke with the burners obviously got a massive laugh. And I just think you just need to get quicker. You did handle the video like really well. I don't know why someone decided they were going to record you with a flash on. As soon as the Kazakhstan guy I don't know if you're going to wank to that later. Thinking, Borat! I don't know what that was. But yeah, I think you're the one.
Aslan, good stuff, man. I'm not going to take the mick out of you for being from Kazakhstan. Borat's done that enough. I would say you handled it really well. Like, I think, it was really interesting. As soon as you mentioned from Kazakhstan, the lady from the fucking Home Office started filming that. Please don't record any of the acts because we don't want to get them deported. We pay Aslan in peanuts, okay? And horse food. It was really interesting. What I find really interesting about your set is like before you went on, if somebody said to me, Adam, do you want to hear a comedian talk about 5 minutes about horses? I would have said no. And after hearing your set, actually, I'd still say no. But
to be fair, it wasn't 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah. It felt like 15. But yeah, man. Like I said. I think you've definitely got a likable personality. I'm just going to echo something with what Mark and Skeezer said. Just keeping it tight, keeping it relatable. You seem like a cool dude. I like your vibe. Just get to the jokes quicker, man. But yeah, good stuff going on. Good stuff.
Thank you. Right, I think we got time for another one from the bucket. Adam, do you want to pick one out of the bucket? Read it out for us what we've got coming on.
Okay, guys, give it up for the one, the only, David! Boogie, everybody!
Quick question. Is it considered domestic abuse if you beat the pussy up? But the pussy is your 23-year-old son. I'm just asking for my dad. What do I tell him? Oh, I got these piercings. You like them? You like it? Do it? You like it? What did you say? Sorry, something's happening over here.
No, bitch!
We got $110 from Claire! Shut up! Bro, I went for so long, I was worried about getting made fun of back in Canada for getting them. I said, fucking grab my nuts, went to Claire's, got them. They're here now. They're here now. Like, I'm gonna get more piercings, I think. On my nipples. Spacers on my nipples. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And not where like the circle is facing. No. The band is gonna be outwards, and they're gonna be huge.
1 dong, 2 dongs, 3 dongs. I think we've got time for one more, Mark.
David, a couple of questions. Firstly, what is your favourite Andrew Tate video? How long have you been going in style?
I've been going since I was almost 7 years now.
Oh, 7 years?
Yeah.
You're very aggressive. It's coming out and shouting about being a pussy. Like, this girl put her dong up, like...
Don't say my name.
I don't remember your name. I didn't know these names because they're fucking written down. You just less confrontational. It was like it's okay to be confrontational. I'm quite confrontational, but you need to establish like a likability about you before you do it. You just came up really hard. Don't do that. What do you guys think?
David, so you said how long you say you've been going for?
Almost 7 years now.
7 years?
In Toronto, yeah.
Really?
It might be a British versus Canadian.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that I'm sure you're funny. I'm only going to base it on what we've seen tonight, which wasn't much. Okay. I think, like, you're from Canada, right? Okay, so maybe people are too polite to tell you how you really are. I think you've got everything about you in terms of, like, you come on, you look like the part, right? That's to make you feel better. I think you've got the attitude, you've got the swagger, you just need the jokes. And once you've got that, you'll be fine. David, I'm sure you're a good man. Just maybe tonight the vibe wasn't set for whatever reason. But well done for coming on, man. It's never fucking easy. So.
You gonna cut me off?
He was on the way off.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna be the bitch. Adam, as we established, is that today. I think it's really commendable for you to come here. How long have you been gigging in the UK?
I moved here 3 days ago.
Yeah, right. One rule: we need to work in. Okay, we need to work in with certain things. We take our time with certain things. You gradually need to feel us, and then we reach to orgasm. Okay, that is us. We're slow burners. Make the cup of tea. With the tea, leave it brewing. That's us, okay? Let the tea brew. You'll get that reference in about 5 days' time. I think you came up quite aggressive, as everyone said, and I think it just kind of put everyone off. As soon as she was like, yo, I was like, no. It just doesn't, but I like you as a like, this.
We're sure you're a good person.
Yeah, I like this. I just think you, like, if you came out with that pussy joke like halfway through your set, fair play. But coming out from the get-go, no, baby. My suggestion also is probably if you're gonna come out aggressive, you might want to try and do the roast battle show. I know I'm coming someone else's show, but yeah, the roast battle show probably will fit you quite nice to do it. But yeah, but apart from that, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, Dave.
Yeah, let's leave one more.
One more for the bucket. Siggy, you want to pick this one up? She's eating now. She's sitting up there eating spring rolls.
Yeah, I'm eating spring rolls, don't worry. This is, let's start the women clapping and cheering. I said, let's start the women clapping and cheering. Bring us to the stage, Adam, Felix. 1, 2, 3. Get us back.
So guys, I was working at this football stadium recently, and that was interesting for me, right? Because I like football, but I don't love it like other people, right? So seeing people who love their team and their team's players and hate the other team and their team's players, that was an interesting experience, right? Working at football stadium is the only place where I've seen a 6-year-old girl do this to a grown man. I did call her a cunt first, though. She was being a cunt. So I was on the tube the other day, right, guys, and there was this guy on the floor, like, passed out. And everyone was just ignoring him, right? And more stops kept going. More people started getting off the tube. And then I realized, like, I'm coming to my stop, and I'm like the only person left on the tube. And there's this guy still on the floor, right? And I'm thinking, what am I going to do here, right? I can't just leave him here like this. So I did what any British man would do in that situation. Drew penis on his forehead. I was reading this article recently about this 45-year-old billionaire guy, right? And he was doing a lot of research in anti-aging.
Wando.
That's fine, guys. Yeah, so I was reading this article about this 45-year-old billionaire guy, right? And he was doing a lot of anti-aging research. And this is what he said in the article, right? So he wanted an 18-year-old muscles, 18-year-old skin, and an 18-year-old penis. And I was thinking, why would you want an 18-year-old penis when you're 45? Like, do you know how hard that is when you're 18?
2 dogs.
So you're going about your day and you're like, oh crap, a woman is walking on the same side of the road as me. Now I have a boner for 2 hours.
3 dogs.
First of all, I'd like to commend the timing of the second dog. You got that exactly on the punchline. So I was like, joke, Adam, how are you doing?
It's like 50 something.
50, so that's fucking nothing. So, one thing I said, like, you're like nice. I said, you're almost too laid back. Because your voice is like so gentle, it's like listening to like an ASMR sort of YouTube. It's very comforting, it's very nice, which can work to your advantage. but you just need a little more sort of oomph about you, like, and you're like, let them know they're supposed to be laughing at what you're saying. But you're likeable, like, the jokes aren't terrible, you just need to deliver them better, and you just straight flat and tighten up with it. Yeah, but not bad.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You seem like a lovely guy. I like how you came on, but your voice is so comforting that I zoned out and wondered which one of the three lads opened themselves first.
One in the middle?
No, the one at the end. Well, you do need to like have some conviction, especially when it comes to punchlines. You need to have the conviction so people understand where the joke is going to land. And the sentences again are way too long. You need to cut out some of the falafel. Yeah, you need to cut it out. Most jokes is how I talk. I can say falafel quite a lot. Yeah, so but you understand what I'm talking about, so I love it. So yeah, just I think if you keep going and then just look at your material again and just cut out some of that extra words, I think you'll be fine and just cut out the delivery.
Adam, we've met a couple times, man, so good to see you again. I'm just going to echo exactly what Mark and Sakis have said. It's just you just need to really slow down when you went on. You're also an Asian, right? Yeah. So I'm going to just be really fucking nasty to you. You know, I'm half Asian. I just think you just need to stop being monotone. I think that's the thing. Just like develop a personality or something. It's Asians, we're fucking harsh to each other. But Adam, honestly, I really like you, man. And you know, you've only been going 50 gigs, so it could have been worse. You could have been going for 7 years.
In the business, we call that a callback.
It occurs to me he failed for the exact opposite reasons of the last guy. Right, we got one more outlet for this section. This is the last one from the list in this section. Please welcome on the count of 3, the wonderful Ben Aslan!
Thank you very much. Yeah, lovely to be back at the Gong Show. Last time I did this, I walked out. All I said was, "Hi guys, over the right." A guy went, "Fuck off, back to your gap year." Honestly, man. I was in not too long ago actually around here. I went speed dating. If you don't know what that is, it's where you see about 20 people, right, little 5-minute dates. You're obviously trying to get a match. And I went with a friend. We had this bet. Whoever got the most matches speed dating didn't have no drinks for the rest of the night, right? My friend writes, with 20 people, you only got one match. So I just buy the drinks for the rest of the night. How it works. It's even more tragic. You see 20 people, you don't get a single match, you get a fucking voucher to go again. It is bad. And my ex wasn't a very nice person either. She used to boss me around quite a lot, right? But she had this really cool flat. Like, that is the one thing. That is the one thing I miss about it. It was her flat, because it was one of these. It was like all automated. She just like, she'd click her fingers, all the lights would go on. Really cool. And she'd click her fingers up, get on fit switch. That's how that worked. Oh man, it was quite a weird situation. I was actually there when she met her new boyfriend. Yeah, and we're not still together at the time, so he used to be like really like weird and over friendly. He was like, "Oh my god, it's just so nice to meet you." But he kissed his own hand. What else did he say? Oh yeah, I'm not actually a Tory, by the way. Just a side passing remark. I just feel like to get that in. I'm struggling to be an adult. I think that's my main problem. It goes back to when I was at school. I was one of these really nerdy kids at school. Like, this is how nerdy I went around telling the whole year 4 class the teacher was my girlfriend. Like, yeah, really nerdy. Proper teacher's pet, that. And she's serving 9 years now. Not good. But no, I think I grew up expecting things to be sort of easy and stuff, but some of the rules make no sense. Like, I firmly believe this, if it's 4 in the morning, you've had a few drinks, McDonald's restaurant is shut, I firmly believe you should be allowed to walk through the drive-thru. I firmly believe that, right? I don't know if anybody has tried to walk through the drive-through. Because they go, no, you can't do that, it's not safe. Can't do that, it's not safe. It's perfectly safe. No, walking through the drive-through, that's not safe. It's definitely safe. Driving through the restaurant, that's risky. And also, bear in mind the context, it's 4 in the morning, we've been drinking, a wine. It would not be safer if I was in a vehicle. Right? I'm not a very good adult. My sister's the real adult of the family, right? She's the real adult. She got married last summer. All the, she was putting up. The adults were all putting up nice Facebook posts. They were like, beautiful day, Jenny and Dan, so proud of you. I put up one picture on Facebook at the ceremony. We got a picture of Dan signed in the register. Put it on Facebook in the style of like a football club announcing a transfer. Yeah, that's the reaction. We were like, I was delighted to announce the signing of Dan Reeves, right? I know, like smug, unoriginal, and that's not what annoyed my sister. What annoyed her is that we put, the club is delighted to announce the signing of Dan Reeves on a 2-year deal. On a 2-year deal from @Rachel Martin and tagged his ex. I should be And the best of it turned out the next morning, wrong girl, not his ex. I had to get the electrician round the other day, and I don't want you thinking I'm not good at DIY. I'm very good at DIY. Like, I did some blow torching the other day. That's probably DIY. Bit of blow torching. I mean, I was making a creme brulee, but so we got the electrician round. I know you're all sort of looking, like, it's basically the socket for the washing machine had packed up, right? I knew this because I'm trying to extension lead, it still works. I know you're all sort of looking at me thinking, this guy definitely got an electrician round for a socket when the fuse has just gone. I'm not that much of a fucking idiot, okay? I got an electrician round, paid £65 for the privilege, because the socket itself wasn't turned on. That was it. And so, basically in my defence, the switch for the socket was not on the socket, it was somewhere else in the cupboard. That switch may as well have been in Ghana. I was never fucking right? And when we saw what happened, the electrician, we sort of moved some stuff around. I went to sort of, 65 quid, bear in mind. I went to sort of flick the switch and went, oh no, I'll do that. Like I was getting value for money. And my girlfriend's like, oh, I feel really bad, we dragged this guy out, that's all that was wrong with it. I don't feel bad at all. Easiest 65 quid he's ever fucking earned. He gave me his business card on the way out. Told me to keep in mind for any other DIY projects. And he was like, the key thing to remember. All I do is win, no matter what.
Other people saw it, I thought I was hallucinating. The mushrooms are Side note, just so members of the audience, don't walk on the stage during the show. I didn't feel like I had to say that, but here we are. Ben, back to you, that was attractive. Ben, I was on the edge of my seat at the end there, I was fucking, didn't deserve to get gonged off, fuck you, John. You did great, man. You started off really strong. Like your persona is really like self-deprecating and you like that cheeky way that's really kind of nice. But I don't think the story about the electrician is that strong. I don't think anyone really believes that you get someone around for a switch. Is it true?
It is true, yeah.
Fuck off. How bad is that? You're that pathetic, I assume. Even as a joke premise, it couldn't be true. But Ben, I've given you before, you're a really nice bloke, you're good, you're funny. How long have you been there now?
About
3-4 years, so you're tidy, very strong, deserve to get through. What do you guys think?
Ben, really good stuff, man.
I like being agreed with, that's good.
Really well done, Ben. I think you have this really nice sort of substitute teacher energy about you. I liked your thing about opening up with the gap here, that was quite funny. I also like the bit where the Tory line saying you're not a Tory. I don't believe you, but I thought it was good. Maybe put that at the start because that's like, that's what everyone's thinking about. I think, I'm going to say exactly what the Mark. You start off very strong. I do think it sort of petered off towards the end, and like the electrician story, even though it's true, it just wasn't interesting. I think just like keep it like, try and put a bit of peril. The great thing about stand-up is you can make stuff up. So like just and generally
Tell them that.
I want to make him a better comic. I think just and then maybe just like shorten some of the setups. You have some good punchlines, and I feel like the longer the setups are, the better the punch, or the stronger the punchline needs to be. And some of your jokes had a very long setup, and that just means it puts a lot more pressure on. So just shorten some of that. And then other than that, mate, though, then I thought you were really fucking good, mate. So good fucking go.
Sakisa.
Hi. I really enjoyed you as a comic, and I really enjoyed your persona on stage. Yeah, I don't believe that you were a Tory. I believe you were UKIP. That's the energy I got.
He's old enough for UKIP.
How old are you?
27.
Oh, seriously? Yeah. Like your dad owned it or something. To mirror what my colleagues had said, I genuinely think you started off really strong. You obviously know what you're doing. What are you laughing what you're doing in terms of stand-up and your persona. I do think the Switch story needs to be punchier, or like you need to make it a bit more interesting, as Adam said. It just there's parts of it which are really, really nice, and there's parts of it where I'm like, I don't think that works. I like the story in general. I just think you need to relook at it. Just so you can see what you can make it work. But generally, congratulations. I was on the edge of the seat. I was like, are you gonna? Are you gonna? Well, she did. So well done you. You got the black person on side. Well done.
That is our interval. If you've got a gong, please bring it back to the front floor. We've got different judges for the second half. Big round of applause for everyone you saw in that half. If anyone else wants to put their name in the bucket, come see me and we'll sort it out.
Yo, those to the front. Yo, those to the front, please. Foxham Comedy Club, how are we doing? Are you ready for the second half? Please make some noise for your host, Mark Graham!
Hello, welcome back to part 2! Sure if you had a good first half? Let's fucking hear. I didn't say it at the beginning, by the way, it's important. The winner of the Gong show tonight, by the way, as picked by the judges, will get a spot at the club. It's something there's some jeopardy, isn't there, guys? That's me. What's your name, Emily? Carell. And Natalie. You got Natalie, was that accent? Is that? Denmark. Oh, well, where are you from, Carell? Cuba? Didn't see that coming. Not that way. You're the least exotic Cuban I've ever met. Like I've met loads of Cubans. So, Carell, what do you do?
Area manager.
Area manager of?
Design company.
Why is it always a fucking riddle with people? Like what design company?
It's furniture design company.
Furniture design company. Okay, we just name it. Let's keep going. What's it called?
Bocon.
I don't know anyway. Sakisa, your boys are back. Sorry, out of context, that seemed racist.
Also, what did she do to the third one?
Wouldn't you like to know?
She actually fucked him out of his existence. Sakisa goes hard.
You have no idea.
Is anyone slightly terrified now? I'm
an interior designer.
You're an interior designer. Do you ever work for celebrities?
No.
I'm sorry, I should have asked that question. It was a real letdown when he answered. So also in like kitchen and stuff like that?
No, furniture.
Furniture. Also, you guys work together?
Yeah.
Ah, it's an official romance.
It's official.
It's official. Facebook status. Oh good, you're happy, that's great for you. I am single. I'm a single bisexual man, that's literally the most depressing thing you can be. I cannot cast that net any wider. I feel I've rejoined one of those internet dating sites that I used to be on back in the day, and I was one of those matchmaking things, you get matched to your ideal mate, and I got matched to my old profile. Apparently the only person that can love me is me, yeah? Really, only a 94% match. What the fuck happened there? Got dumped by a German girl. Any Germans in? Oh, he's back!
He's kind of limping as well.
That wasn't me, was that you, Mark?
I was just saying, there was one dildo missing from the desk for a while. Anyway, I lost my train of thought there. Are there any Germans in? Woo! Fuck you, but fuck your whole country. As far as I'm concerned, we never should stop fighting you. She was lovely, the girl. She was a very kinky person. Any kinky people in the house, other than this guy, obviously. I'm not kinky at all. She likes to be whipped and choked and screamed at and shit like that. I'm just not that sort of person. What came to her head in the bedroom one day, which was just punching me in the chest by the world's most aggressive paramedic trying to revive me. And they just kept screaming in my face. Tell me how much you want me! Tell me I'm doing this bit to you, mate. Tell me how much you want me! Fucking mind class, mate. Use your words. Not at all, very fair.
I should do the bitch, you're right.
It's okay, sir, consent is important. It's like, it's better answer than I go. She's screaming at me, goes to me, tell me how much you want me, and all I could think to say was quite a bit. Apparently it wasn't really what she was looking for. Right, we've got another half of the show. You guys ready? We need 4 new judges. First of all, round of applause for the judges in the first half. She was my favourite. Managed to try to gong someone before the time limit was even up once. It was fucking amazing. Who else wants to be a judge in the second half? Shit. Right, does anyone want to be a judge for the second half of the show? What's your name, madam?
Miranda.
Miranda, tell me about you, Miranda. What do you do?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. That works for me. Do you want to be big dick, little dick, balls? Big dick. She wants big dick. No. If you want to pass it up, we've got to throw this one. Pass it up to Miranda. I think there's a lady here, but you want to hand up? Yeah, what's your name?
Emma.
Emma, what makes you think you'd be a good judge, Emma?
Wow.
Oh, fucking hell. Jack and Norrie's begun. Emma,
Give me a dildo.
Give me a dildo.
Wait, time out. Who are you here with?
My son.
Your son? And you're shouting out, give me the dildo. How do you feel about that, son?
Give him one dick.
Would it be wrong to give a double-ended one?
This is actually one of my Pornhub searches.
It's your only Pornhub search. By the way, don't introduce me. I'm Lee Hudson on the Gong, mate. What was your name, sorry? Emma, you get the double-ended dildo.
I love it.
Call me Emma. Sorry, guys, I don't throw dildos that often. Right, we need one more judge, or 2 more judges. What we got?
I think one of the guys should do it.
One of the guys? You guys want to be a judge? That's a very good yes. Okay, what's the about who wants to be a judge?
Me.
We've got one hand over there. What's your name?
Kaylee.
Kaylee sounds a bit drunk. This is just
This is the thing. People think I am. I spilled it in vodka on the
It's a risk, isn't it? It's a fucking risk.
You're on a Sunday audience.
I'll tell you what, Kaylee, we'll put you in reserve now. Anyone else want to be a judge? What's your name, madam? Carolina, you spoke coherently and haven't mentioned vodka. Why do you think you'd be a good judge, Carolina?
Yeah, I'm better.
Yeah, good. Who said I'm better? You know what? I like her confidence. Fuck it, we're going to go with it. You do get the little dildo. I'll pass it back, I can't throw it. I mean, if it's going badly, we will change you. Alright. Okay, we've got 3 men so far. We need 3 women so far. I think we need 1 male judge.
Yeah!
There we go. What's your name, pal?
Yeah, my name's Mike.
You're the one that walked on the stage. I don't know if that's the energy we want for this. That's why I got a little bit back. First of all, that was the most privileged older white male bullshit. I'm here for it. You've not taken your scarf off.
Absolutely.
What's your name, mate?
My name's Mike.
Mike, calls it fucking is. Mike, what do you do, Mike?
I'm a skipper.
You're a skipper of?
A charter skipper.
What sort of boat?
Boats! Fucking I'm
Yeah,
a
I said
skipper, I'm
what
a
sort of
captain! A chartered skipper, so you...
He sounds more like a talk sport host.
I'll do with that.
No, he sounds more like the people that call in to talk sport. Well, I think they should sack the manager. I could have fucking done that. Mike, we're going to go with you. Tell you what, mate. You get the one with balls from the front.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, sorry. No. Your mother's not One is enough.
Hold your dildos in the air for me.
Let me see him.
Right, all the rules, you can't go on for the first minute. Aslan, it's all fair game. You ready for your first act of this section? Start with the bucket. You there, mate. What's your name? So, the first act of this section, we have a bucket at random. Is... We have got. Right, go, so. Okay, I really need you to give some energy for this, guys. On the count of 3, you do wild and crazy. You're going to welcome the wonderful Lucas Jeffcoat. 1, 2, 3.
Yes! It's the door guy! Thank you. It's good to be here again. Good to see you all. Thank you all for scanning my QR code. We now have all your bank details. That's fun. Let's see. It's nice to see you again. You're a very lovely looking crowd, aren't you? Very attractive crowd. I don't know why I made eye contact with you. I'm sorry. I mean, you're a man's man. You're a man's man. I like your beard actually, man. I like that. I'm trying to grow mine out myself. I've been doing this since November 2019. I don't really know how to talk to men if that wasn't obvious by whatever that just was. They don't really relate to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I look like someone's aunt or like. But I'm really bad at talking to men. I know I'm not a very masculine presenting guy, right? And my mates like to remind me of this on a regular basis, right? So, give you an example. The other day, we were all in the pub, right, drinking our pints. But suddenly my mates they started all giving me shit just because I was drinking my pint with 2 hands. You know how like white people drink hot chocolate? And they're like, yummy. That's the thing, like one of my mates said to me, Lucas, you know what's less gay than drinking a pint with 2 hands? I said, what? He said, having sex with a man. Like, that is ridiculous, right? But my mates, they're so insecure about their own sexuality, right? They'll go to such great lengths to prove that they're straight, right? Like one of my mates, he won't even eat hot dogs normally. Like, he literally has to chop them up and eat them 1 piece at a time, right? If you think that's ridiculous, right, you should see how he eats bananas. Right? He literally has to go into another room to shove it up his ass. Apparently this has calories that way. That's just what he says. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I actually suffer quite badly from anxiety. Does anyone here suffer from anxiety? Make some noise. Yeah, you? So, boo! Are you okay? You good? It's fine, guys. Don't worry. He's good. So, what sort of like techniques do you use to like cope with your anxiety when you get anxious? Just breathe, right? Yeah, I've heard that, right? You've got to like, they'll tell you to like take deep breaths, like in and out, like that. But I find it quite insensitive because like, I have asthma, so that's really insensitive. Like, you can't just say that to someone, can you? That's like telling someone with Alzheimer's to forget about it. That's a little bit of a darker joke, but it goes down well. I think the British sense of humour is quite dark. Anyway, like we quite like laughing at like fucked up shit, right? Don't we? Like the other day, I'll give you an example. The other day, one of my mates in 2023, he genuinely made a Madeleine McCann joke. Like, I know, right? It's too soon. To be fair though, that shit is kind of funny, right? Like, I mean, we were laughing a lot, right? I mean, we made like our parents and just like lost it. But one person in the group, like, she didn't get the joke. She didn't understand. It's my friend's girlfriend. She was American. She still is, unfortunately. They're working on a cure, but she didn't understand the joke. She was like, "What? I don't understand. Like, who's Melvin McCann? Like, I don't get it." So I took it on myself to explain. Right? I was like, "Okay, basically, right. There was this girl, okay, and she went missing in Portugal, right, in like 2007, right, and they never found her, and yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?" She was like, "What? No, oh my god, that sounds horrible." I was like, look, you had to be there, okay? So did her parents, but okay, that's too much. But I mean, obviously it is a horrible tragedy, but it became like a national event. But I think the reason it became like a national story, it's like, I don't think it was ever really about finding Madeline. Because I think it's nice we can laugh about it. I think it was really about the friends we found along the way. Right? Okay, that was too
Lucas Jeffco! I have to admit, I feel slightly like a proud dad, so Lucas gets better and better every time I fucking see him, and that was good. And if you're keeping score, that's sound man no, doorman yes.
Sorry,
That was Lucas. That was great. I would never thought I would have said it, but that was a really good Madeline McCann. And you just don't hear that a lot. It was like a really, like having like the American not know what it was, like just explaining what it is was so funny. It's just like how like gallows humour British people are compared to the rest of the world. It was just like, yeah, it's fucking great.
I like to push boundaries, guys.
Awesome stuff, man. What do you guys think?
I've never seen you on stage, baby. I'm so proud. I was so worried. I was like, oh shit! What I know? But yeah, it was awesome. It was lovely to see you. You've got great stage presence. Obviously, you've been watching a little comedy here. So obviously, I think you've taken on some tips from all the comedians, all the bad ones as well. You can be like, that's not what to do. But I really enjoyed it. Yeah, the Madeline hand joke was great. Even the banana stuff was hilarious. And I love the fact that you know your set. Like, you know, like it flowed really well. It had no like real ums, ahs, I don't know where I'm going to next kind of energy. So congratulations. Also, I don't know why you're doing this. You can just book yourself onto the show. Right?
I'll tell you what, mate, you're not getting a fucking drinks token.
Hit a man!
Lucas, really good stuff, man. Always, you know, we're mates. We've seen you before. Really good stuff. I liked as well. You sort of won everybody over by opening up with like more light-hearted stuff, like the holding the pint with two hands. That was nice, and that really allowed you to go into Madeline McCann material later on. So, yeah, as we all know, you got really charming charisma. I loved your joke about looking like somebody's aunt. That was so funny, and that will change when you hit puberty. But mate, honestly, really good stuff. You're fucking great. Good, love to see you down. Fucking well done, Lucas. Good job.
Right, we gotta crack on. So your next act, the first act from the list in this half is Josh in Bang! Let's hear it for him.
How are you, folks? All we good? Yes, my name is Josh in Vain. One thing you need to know about me is I was recently called a pound shop Harry Styles. Now, Vauxhall, I want to reassure you, I am self-aware enough to realise that was an insult. But arrogant enough to believe that in a cost of living crisis, that just makes me great value for money. Yeah, a lot of you don't know who I am. Don't worry, that is something we have in common. My agent thinks that my biggest problem in life is just that I'm not famous yet. He said, say what you want about the Queen. As a stand-up comedian, dying to that many people in Edinburgh should have been inspirational. My therapist disagrees. She thinks that a bigger problem is that my thought processes are emotionally messy and hard to follow. But my agent said if I was a superstar, those wouldn't be character flaws, they'd be commodities. Now, I have to say that I think my biggest problem is that due to budgetary constraints, I am both my own agent and therapist. It's just like...
One dog.
You know, my personality just makes a lot more sense if I have like my own TV show and not if I'm working as a recruitment consultant. Like, you know, we're all friends, I can say this to you. The only reason I'm doing stand-up is that I want to get good enough that Netflix will give me a show with Jack Whitehall.
2 dogs, 3 dogs.
I'd like to think those 2 dogs were reaction to not another Jack Whitehall. Sorry, Josh, how old are you doing, Josh?
6 months.
6 months, that's fucking long. I'll tell you what, you were really confident, you came out with a lot of energy, I like that. The material needs to sort of catch up with you as a performer and maybe just chill out a little bit. Also, those are the tightest jeans I've ever seen on a human being. I can see everything. Ollie can't take his eyes off it. Neither can he, his babies be straight over there. So yeah, what did you guys think?
Josh, good stuff, man. I like your bit about thinking you look like Harry Styles. You don't, by the way. I would say more like a Poundland Weird Al Yankovic or something. Maybe that's a funnier joke. I don't know. But I have seen you before, hanging around primary schools.
I was just trying to get you away from them.
I'm taking one of the gongs back.
That was actually a good joke. Just a shame it wasn't in your set. But yeah, man, really good stuff. You've been going 6 months, so you know how many gigs you on? Do you know?
Like just about 38, something like
Yeah,
that.
okay, so still early on there, man. Yeah, really good stuff. Do you do magic at all?
I think if I did, I would have made the 5 minutes.
No, you wouldn't. Oh. No, that's okay. You look like you do magic. Anyway, Josh, good stuff, man. Really good stuff. And we'll hopefully see you again soon. Give it up for Josh, everyone.
So, Lisa, what do you think?
I think you came up with some lovely energy and great stage persona. I do agree with Mark that the jokes need to match up to it. It had a lovely start to it, but I think it just kind of like it lost the audience towards like when you were like getting going into the material. And I just think the jokes just need to be a bit more punchier. And that just comes with like doing it to different audiences and like learning your craft. So I think like in about 3 months' time you come back and you'll be amazing. So well done.
Okay. Okay, your next act from the list is a fucking great name, by the way. Please welcome Oakley Switzer!
Hi, again. Hi, I'm Oakley. If you're wondering what my gender is, I'm trash. I'm sorry, I know it's not fair of me to be so gorgeously androgynous because I find that everyone wants me and no one knows whether they're supposed to. Autistic person tries to win. And all those poor builders on the Seven Sisters Road, they don't know how to hate crime me. They're like, God, is he a dyke or faggot for this one? The other day, I was walking down the street and I heard from across the way there were these 3 lovely gentlemen. I'm going to try and make a record for the most. The lovely gentlemen, I heard Batty, Rugmuncher and She-Devil all in perfect unison. You know, my first thought was, Batty, Rugmuncher, She-Devil. There's my gender, I found it. Where's it been all these years? Secondly, it kind of reminded me of that old video where I goes, sleep, sleep, Severus Snape. Dumbledore! Yeah, or the Rug Muncher instead of Snape, and a She-Male instead of Dumbledore. JK would have been so proud of them. But no, I have to knock my glasses off. I have to be real with you guys for a second. I must drop the veil. I am sorry, I am not the suspiciously fruity he-they you were expecting. I'm in fact just a very lazy trans lesbian. And if that all sounded like gibberish to you, you're going to love the rest of my set. No, it hasn't always been this way for me. When I first came out as a trans woman, as a self-castrating menace to society, I decided that I wanted to be the absolute best at being a woman, even better than Eddie Redmayne. So I signed up to evening classes at the Elagabalus School of Women's Deportment for Lost Boys up on the Kilburn High Road. And I sat through endless classes on emotional labour, I crossed my legs till my balls went blue. And at the end they set me an exam in 3 parts.
One dog.
Oh no, fuck you.
No, thank you.
Okay, autistic people stutter. So we had an exam in 3 parts, right, to prove that I'm a lady. First of all, I have to hold a baby for 30 seconds without acting as if it's a 2-headed anaconda holding a stick of dynamite. And secondly, they brought in a Yorkie bar or one of those long tweezers that they used for picking up rubbish, And as soon as it got within 10 feet of me, I burst into flames. Test passed. Finally, my most difficult challenge yet. They hosed me down and passed me a towel with an air of great solemnity. But I remembered my training. Twice over the head. I passed with flying colours, and they sent me out into the world with a box set of Gilmore Girls and a whole suite of eating disorders. And girls, I was so cunt, I did not poo for 3 years. It all went wrong around last March when I realised I'm a lesbian and shaved my head and found my old male privilege down the side of the sofa. And now my anorexia is cured. No, I'm joking, of course. I wouldn't leave my male privilege down the side.
2 dogs. 3 dogs.
Oakley, how long have you been going, Oakley?
1 year.
1 year, and how many gigs sort of in that time?
50.
So you're very, very early on. What I like about you is you are, first of all, you're very interesting. There's a lot of material, a lot of stuff you can talk about, which is awesome. And you loved how self-aware you were. The line that killed me at the beginning when you sort of out an autistic person tries to wink was fucking great. The material is not there yet, but that's going to sound so stupid. But material's like the last thing you need, because like you can develop material, you can't do everything else. But you've got a great stage presence, you're a very interesting story to tell. Yeah, you're going to get so much better. Just keep going, keep writing as much as you can, keep gigging as much as you can.
Great stuff, Oakley. I loved your opening line about how you identifying as trash. That was fucking hilarious. I think I'm not going to say too much about your set and be harsh because I don't want to get cancelled. So you were fucking fantastic. And you can't do anything wrong. Okay, no, honestly, I think I'm going to echo Mark's thing. I think you've got a really good personality, you're very likeable. I think, you even got a really good laugh when you got the first one, you're like, oh, fuck off. And it was like really nice, very endearing. Just get the jokes and stuff. And I think that will come, and it's just once you've got the material in, you've got the personality, you've got the emphasis on how to emphasise punchlines and setups, it will just come with time. But well done, Oakley.
I really enjoy you as a performer. Oh, so good. So good. I really generally enjoy you as a performer. I do think, as my fellow colleagues have said, that you do need to gig to get more comfortable on the stage. And to get used to an audience like this, because then when you get your confidence with your material, then coming to do a Gong show and not being distracted by certain things that happen will help you to get through it. But I really look forward to seeing what you come out with soon, because you do have an interesting story and things that you can say. The women joke, I think you need to cut out some words. I think it's too long, the story itself, and I think it has a nice premise to it. I just think you need to get some punch jokes in it, like put some jokes in it, like some comparison. Also, some of your references are quite niche. Not everyone's going to know Gilmore Girls, and you said something else which is quite niche, so just really look at those that could be a bit more wider that everyone can get really quickly.
I didn't know the Snape Dumbledore thing.
Yeah, no, I've never seen Harry Potter either, but I appreciate it. Hey. Okay, I'm dyslexic, I don't read.
Some of us have been pretty smart about not watching Harry Potter nowadays.
But I know about Harry Potter, so I've got the joke. But I just think you just look at your references. The Harry Potter joke you can keep, it's fine.
Oakley Svensson! It's alright. She apologised, that was lovely. Were you a judge?
I gave it to someone else.
You gave it to someone else? Wow, you can't pass off responsibility.
I had to pee.
You fucking, like, Gen Xers have no idea what responsibility is. Mike's outraged. Where are you, Mike?
Here, and I am.
You know what? I was sceptical, but I like the voice on the, having this voice on the panel still. We'll refer to Mike whenever I'm in down. Right, you're next up for the list. Please welcome Jonathan Velvet!
Good evening, you're having a good time? Yeah. Right, now, I do not want to panic anyone, right, but if, in the event of fire, we are all supposed to leave in a calm, orderly manner, why is the guy on the fire exit signs doing this? Is he leaving in a calm, orderly manner? I don't think so. You know what I think's going on that sign with that guy? He's just seeing his energy bell. Yes! I'm just going to run as far away from it as I can! I'm not sure that's the mature and responsible way to deal with my debts! Where's the sofa? I might have dropped some coins down the back of it. I broke it up for firewood before I discovered I could just get warm by running around like this.
2 dongs. 3 dongs. It was too dad jokey even for Mike.
It was. I felt that.
So, first question, Jonathan, how are you coping with the divorce?
My wife tonight, she said, avoid that bit and get down to the good stuff.
Jonathan, how long have you been going?
This is my 4th gig. I did about 7 gigs 18 years ago.
Okay, so not really, yeah. It's 4 gigs and I'll tell you what, you did that. You had a lot of energy and a lot of confidence up there, which is hard to teach. If you just, the jokes aren't funny.
People laughed, was that through embarrassment?
Oh shit!
So just write better material, but the energy's good, you haven't got up there and that's half the battle. Let someone else talk, please.
Let me finish before Adam gets in there. I appreciate your energy, and as soon as you came on, I was like, Adam's gonna come for him so hard. As soon as you started, I was like, oh, he's still living in 1980. Not enough, but yeah, it's just very old school. I think you just need to. I don't know. Obviously, I didn't see the rest of the set, and I would have liked to see the rest of what you were gonna say. I think you just need to scrap that stuff. It's just not a good opening. I think when you come out and open, especially a Gong show, you just need to come out hard with a good punchline joke to establish who you are as a comedian. But that's obviously you're 4 gigs in, so just keep gigging and just learn in different rooms and different audiences, but just try and be relatable, even if it's talking about you having a divorce. I think it would be hilarious, even though you have a wife, which is surprising. Shut up!
your husband, Sakisa?
Single, free, and loving it. Why? Because she's on level of her.
Jonathan, one question for you, man. Do you do magic? The hat says magic. Jonathan Delvin. That's very showbiz. Yeah. Very showbiz. You've got the look, man. I think if I was to give you 2 bits of advice, first bit of advice is move the microphone stand to the side of the stage. That was upstaging you.
I was going to use that.
Oh.
I was going to leave it there.
Oh, well, you didn't get that far. So, yeah, so I think first bit is... Okay, thank God. So you move the mic stand up with the first bit of advice. Second bit of advice is maybe visit your children. Although if you won't mind out, I probably wouldn't want you to come back. Okay? It's a fucking roast show, guys. Come on. It's not funny for all night. I think that you've definitely got a career somewhere in like a pub doing karaoke or something. This is all part of the game, Jonathan. You've only 4 gigs in, and to be honest, fucking well done for even having the balls to come up and doing this.
Time for a bucket full, yes?
Yeah, we do.
We got 1 bucket full, okay. So this is Sharifa Butterfly!
In the break, this guy came up to me and he was like, "You're the exact type of woman I want to date on Valentine's Day." And I was like, "What kind of woman is that?" And he was like, "A strong black woman." And it scared me a lot when I because why do I need to be strong? What are you going to put me through?
Yeah, that was me.
It also made me think, like, no other demographic of women get described as strong. I've never heard strong white women or strong Asian women. I feel like sometimes white women get treated like iPhones, super valuable and easy cracks and handled with care. And I feel like black women sometimes get treated like. Have you guys seen that Case of Bite advert? Where they're like, "What? Look, we're gonna drop this guy for $50 building, butter." Don't worry, guys, it's not broken because it's in a strong black case. Now watch us drown this nigger iPhone. It's fine, guys. It's waterproof. They can go through anything in this strong black case. So strong, so black, your Case of Bite. Black women are not Case of Bite adverts. Okay, I'm not going to speak for all the black women, but me, I'm not a strong black woman. Black, yes, strong. I cried 3 times today. If you put me through shit, I will crack. Not in face. But, I got diagnosed with autism recently. I was quite shocked. I don't want to sound ignorant, but I didn't think black people could catch this. Strain of autism as well. Do you guys know what STIM is? Yeah. Okay, a couple. So, a very rubbish description, but stimming is something autistic people sometimes do to calm themselves down. So they might like tap their foot, or they might rock. I clap my bum cheeks when I'm I thought that was the black thing, but quite it is, but they don't do it to like calm themselves down. Can I tell you about it? Yeah. Okay, so how to start? I'm a virgin, and when I'm dating a guy and I want to let him know that I'm a virgin, I like to let him know through song. Why not? Do you want to hear it actually? A little bit. Yeah. I'm the whole thing, so just do it. Do you want to enter this vagina? Because you got to put a ring on my finger. In a free talk easy, exclusive Puno. Do you guys know that song, Wet Ass Pussy?
Yeah.
So that song was playing in the car and the shoulders were going. So I was like, oh, do you like the song? Yeah, you like the freaky girls? And he was like, is she a freak? I don't wanna. And I was like, what, so you would date a virgin? And he was like, I'm 34, man, I don't have time to be dating virgins. And I thought, well, it's probably a good time to sing my song. I panicked, I'm not gonna lie. I think, because I really like being in love. And I just thought, yeah, if I tell him, it's gonna end. Anyway, 5 minutes later, we're out his car and we're walking to his house. He has a house. And he was like, why did you ask me in the car, like, if I liked freaky girls? Are you a freak, yeah? And I panicked, yeah, and my booty cheeks started clapping. He was like, well, that's a creative way of answering that question. Maybe you can show me this freak side of you in the house. And I was like, oh, yeah. So now I'm freaking out, yeah, because I'm like, oh my god, like, am I going to have to like free up Punani? But I thought, I can't have sex with this man, because if I have sex with this man, then I can't sing my song. And I'm sorry. I put in a lot of work. It's a good song. But then I thought,
Sharifa, that was fucking awesome. Genuinely, I was so engrossed in what you were saying that I got surprised when the music came on. What I loved, my favourite part of it was when you said you were a virgin. A lot of people in here were surprised. If most of the guys who had said that tonight would have said that. You would have been like, yeah, what's up, man? You've been here before, you've won here before, you're fucking great. I told you I hated you last time because you're too good at this already. I agree with that now. How many of you there, remind me?
5 months now.
Fuck you.
Hey baby. I really enjoyed that. Obviously from we had a chat earlier. You see when that time went off? Yeah. Okay, right. You know what I'm talking about. That time.
Black people time.
She was on time, yeah. It's a long story, we're not getting into it, but yeah. So you understand, yeah. But it was great. I've seen you before, obviously, and you were great. And the energy. You were quiet. I was really worried that the people wasn't going to hear you. But luckily, your charisma came through your mic, which was great. And I loved that the autism thing was great. So you were like, I didn't know black people could catch it. I was like, hey! But yeah, it was a great set. It was stunning.
Thank you.
Give it up for Sharifa, everyone. Sharifa, we've met on the journey before. You know I'm a big fan. Well done tonight. I really liked your fucking opening joke as well, and I really liked your bit about like boiling race relations down to like phone cases and iPhones, and like comparing white women to iPhones, which is quite funny because they do have an overpriced market value, I think. Not worth it. Although everybody has one, I think I'm going to echo Sakisa's point, yeah, like I think initially I was a bit like concerned about maybe a little bit quiet, but actually it sort of worked in your favour because everyone sort of leaned forward and they wanted to listen to what you had to say, and by that point your personality shone through, your charisma and everything else. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've seen you smash this, so well done for fucking keep going, and fucking well done!
Also, can I just say, I appreciate after your bottom clap reference at the start that you moved to the back, because these three were clocking. They were like, let's see that bottom clap, I want the clocking, you three! Take your head out the gutter, well done, let's go that back.
That is disgraceful.
It's a very legal clap, I've got a very small bum.
Sharifa Baba! Time for your last night of the evening, the last one on the list. Please welcome Callum McLeod!
How's it going? I just want to clarify that despite appearances, I'm not actually wearing a jumper this evening. I just have really thick hair all over my torso. So I'm going to tell you a bit about my family tonight, basically. Both of my parents are models, actually. Most of their work they got doing cigarette packet warnings. But also my dad, they used his outline for the Green Man on traffic lights and stuff, so you might recognize him from that. My parents were kind of like hippies and whatever, and when they got married, they thought it was like a very traditional institution marriage, so they decided they wanted to be a bit subversive. So basically my dad took my mum's name instead of the other way around, which is why my dad is called Susan. And my dad was always been like a very quiet and shy person, and I've always had very strong associations between him and jazz music because I know nothing about either of them. And like many people who are quite kind of socially awkward and shy, my dad had quite a hard time at school, you know. A lot of the kids would like call him names in the playground or whatever, and eventually it got so bad that he had to stop dropping me off.
One Gong.
And basically, yeah. But,
2 Gongs.
I have a couple of older siblings.
3 Gongs.
I actually thought it was a bit harsh on the judging, to be honest. Alright, fair enough. Callum, how long have you been going, Callum?
About a year.
About a year. So you've got some really strong jokes, really got some. I will say, you can't walk on stage and look that much like Ed Sheeran and it's just distracting. These two girls literally went, oh, it's Ed Sheeran. You have to address that. It's like, you're not just ginger, you look like Ed Sheeran. I mean, you have some strong jokes that were built like a Lego house. I really like the shape of you. Anyway,
I'm glad you know the songs.
I was Googling while he was on. Callum, like, I thought I was really lucky. You've been here before, and I think you've beat the Gong before. I've seen you somewhere anyway, so I think I was very lucky. Probably towards the end, more at the end of the night, so I think people were just tired. Callum, what do you guys think?
I've seen you before, and I think you made reference last time I saw you that you looked like Ed Sheeran last time. So I think maybe because of that you're trying to do a new set, which is fair play. I just think, unfortunately, people were on board with you at the start. I just think the material, you started off strong, but the material was kind of, I didn't know where I don't think you knew where you were going or where you were going. I think you were trying like new bits or whatever. Which is a shame because I think I do like you. Yeah, I do like your material and your jokes in general. You are a great joke writer. So hopefully next time we'll be lucky. Not today though.
Callum, well done for going on last. Never easy to sort of close the show. For me, opening joke would be like, you look like Ed Sheeran if you couldn't sing, I think, or maybe if Ronald Weasley sold ketamine, something like that. But I think, honestly, man, the jumper thing was interesting. The only thing I, say was body hair, but then maybe don't do that because then you have to wear the same thing every day. And, that's just prop comedy, and we all hate that. But other than that, man, I think like you had some good jokes, but tonight there were just some better comics, and I think that was it. And then by the end, everyone was a bit fatigued. Shreve was on, she was great and stuff. So that was maybe stacked against you, but other than that, man, well done for coming down. Like, I never fucking, it's never easy for any comedian to go on tonight, so well done for coming down and fucking closing the show, mate. Thank you very much.
Alright, so I would like to invite everyone who beat the Gong back to the stage. Please welcome Ollie Fox, Hannah Lawrence, Ben Ashurst, Lucas Jeffco, Sharifa Butterfly.
That's it.
And that's it. Keep clapping them all onto the stage. Good job, I think everyone was fucking fantastic. What we're going to do is, while you guys stand there awkwardly, we're going to have a chat about which one of you we hated the least. Seriously, though, big round of applause, you were all fucking great. attention. Slamming right to the end of the night, guys. Good fucking energy. Right. Your winner, it was very close. Any one of these guys could have walked away with the title tonight. But your winner tonight, Ollie Fox! Alright, you win a spot at the club at some point. The rest of you? Okay.
They'll get some midweek stuff as well. We'll make sure you'll come and see me afterwards.
Right, and stick around, Ollie, we need to do a photo of you with well, since he won, he gets to do a photo with the biggest dildo we have! So that is the end of our night together, guys. You've been absolutely fantastic. If you enjoyed the night, please leave a positive review on TripAdvisor. If you didn't enjoy the night, fuck you, I don't need your approval. But you've been lovely. Thank you very much. Good night!